Hello and good day to everyone.
Hey to everyone, my name is Muhammad Rifki Akamal bin Muhammad Rizal. My metric number is 307511. So today, I would like to do a presentation about history, activity-based costing, development, and evolution. Before we use ABC in management accounting, we are used to implement this method called traditional costing method to do the actual monetary expenses incurred by a business in producing goods or services. These costs are recorded in financial statement, are used for calculating profit, tax obligation, and financial performance. It also uses allocation of expenses based on the volume of resources used during the production of goods. This method is typically used a machine hour or direct labor hour consumed as the basis for estimating cost of production. This is a common costing method used in situations where the processes are highly automated and where direct labor hour costs are very low or tightly controlled. This approach is straightforward but can be misleading. Next, I want to tell you guys about weaknesses of traditional costing method. There are three weaknesses of traditional costing method. One of them is inaccurate product costing. When overhead costs are allocated based on a single cost driver, some products may be overcosted, while others are undercosted. For instance, if a machine hour are used as the cost driver, product require more machine hour time will be allocated more overhead costs, even if they don't consume other resources like electricity or maintenance in the same proportion. Secondly, poor pricing decision. If a company underestimates the cost of complex product, it may price them too low and might losing money or even getting a loss. If it overestimates simple product, it may price them too high and might losing a customer. Lastly is inefficient resources allocation. Manager might discontinue a product thinking it's unprofitable when in reality the costing method was flawed. Example, a furniture company stopped making a custom table because traditional costing show a loss, but in ABC method later revealed they were actually profitable. It's just a misallocated. This is why we try to use ABC system more frequently in our business. On this slide, I want to tell you guys about history of activity-based costing. ABC was not invented in a short time of period. It rather be emerged as more precise and detailed approach to traditional cost accounting in response to limitations and weaknesses of particular method. It was first clearly defined by Robert S. Kaplan and Robert Cooper in 1987. On their book, which is called Accounting and Management, a Field Study Perspective. As a result, the concept ABC was born with the goal of providing more accurate and logical foundation for assigning costs to activity that consume resources. I want to tell you guys about what is activity-based costing, ABC. It was emerged as improvement to traditional cost accounting system. It's offering advantages in allocation of manufacturing overhead costs by focusing on activity responsible for incurring these costs, such as indirect costs based on the actual activity that causing costs rather than on arbitrary factor like machine hour.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nufara Aliana binti Muhammad Shamsani, number metric 306748. Today, I am going to talk about one of the most important ideas in accounting and cost management. It's called activity-based costing or simply ABC. Today, I am going to talk about one of the most important ideas in accounting and cost management. It's called activity-based costing or simply ABC. This system was created because old costing method couldn't keep up with how businesses were changing. With globalization, technology, and many different types of product and services, company needed a better way to understand their costs. ABC ABC started in the United States in the 1980s. At that time, many companies were using more machine and automation and selling more complex products. Traditional costing system mostly focused on direct labor and didn't give accurate cost information, especially as indirect costs were increasing. In 1987, Johnson and Kaplan, along with Robin Cooper, wrote a book called Relevance Loss: The Rise and Fall of Management Accounting. In that book, they explained that the old way of calculating costs was no longer useful. They believed company needed a better system that would show where the money was really going. That is when ABC started gaining attention. It focuses on the activities that use up resources and then connect those activities to the products or services that use them. This gave managers a clearer picture of what things really cost. Over time, ABC became more than just a way to calculate costs. It became a tool to help manage the businesses better. It's also helped companies to find ways, use their resources wisely, and plan their costs more effectively. Traditional system treated product as the main reason costs happen, but ABC looked at activities as the starting point. The idea is simple. Activity use resources and product use activities. ABC introduced something called a cost driver. A cost driver is something that explains why an activity costs money. For example, if you have to process a customer order, then the number of orders could be your cost driver. The more orders a product needs, the more cost it gets from that activity. This system creates a clear link between activity and the cost, making the final cost more accurate. It also shows managers which activities are useful and which ones are not. This way, companies can improve or remove things that waste time or money. One expert said, it's not the product that consume resources, it's the activities. Product just go through the activities that use the resources. So, ABC helps you truly understand how resources move inside a company, making it easier to analyze and also manage costs. Now, let's look at how ABC is used in real companies. It starts with finding and listing all the important activities in the company. For example, this could include setting up machine, checking quality, answering customer questions, or delivering products. Next, company must assign costs to each activity like salaries, rent, electricity, or machine costs. Then, they choose a cost driver for each activity. This is a number or measure that shows how much of that activity is being used. For example, the number of machine setup might be the cost driver for the setup cost. Finally, company connect those activity costs to the products or services that use them. This gives a more accurate cost per product. But it's not just about numbers. ABC also depends on the company culture and people. As Kaplan and Anderson said, for ABC to succeed, companies need to think about technical skills, but also about behavior, leadership, and communication. Not every company will benefit the same way ABC work best in. ABC work best in businesses where there are many high different products or have high indirect costs or have customers with different needs. Industries like healthcare, education, manufacturing, and logistics often use ABC because of their complex operation. In conclusion, activity-based costing was created to solve the problem of older costing methods. It helps companies understand where their money is going and which activity that add value, and how to make better decisions. Yes, it can be difficult and time-consuming to set up, but for companies that face a lot of competition and have many different products or large overhead costs, ABC can really help. In today's business world, knowing your real cost is not just helpful, but it is necessary. ABC is one of the best tools available to help companies stay smart, efficient, and successful. Thank you.
Traditional ABC requires detailed data on each activity and cost driver, which is time-consuming and expensive. But ABC simply more simple method, which is we just use estimated time bit, and it's more faster method because we only use the estimated cost overhead. Other than that, the impact of after we change from traditional ABC to the new one, we can see that the TTABC can support more strategic decision because we only use the estimated and we can make the decision faster than before. And then the operation be more efficient and easier to collaborate because we only can use the cloud data. Also, TDAPC also have some challenge, which is especially in a large company because it's more complex because the worker have to update the data constantly because we only use estimated data, and resistant employee also higher because due to the system, and the company can due to the higher cost. And of course, we have some ways to overcome the problems, which is we can use the small units of ABC in one department only. The manager also have to make sure the objective is on the line to achieve their goals. And lastly, we can use some technologies to help us to get more accurate data.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nurul Shaira binti Muhammad Azman. My metric number is 306697. I will present about evolution of activity-based costing. Nowadays, companies and managers need cost system to perform three primary functions. The first one is valuation of inventory and measurement of the cost of goods sold for financial reporting. It is because of the external circumstance with investors, creditors, regulators, and authorities. The second is estimation of the cost of activities, products, service, and customers. It is because of the internal managers need to understand and improve the economics of their operation. The third is provide accurate and timely cost information and economic feedback to managers and operators about process efficiency to make both strategic decision and operational improvement. What is activity-based costing and activity-based management? Activity-based costing or ABC is defined as a methodology that measures the cost and performance of activities, resources, and cost objects. Specifically, resources are assigned to activities, then activities are assigned to cost objects based on their use. Activity-based management or ABM is subsequently defined as discipline that focus on the management of activities as the road to improving the value received by the customer and the profit achieved by providing this value. Using ABC data, ABM focus on how to redirect and improve the use of resources to increase the value created for customers and other stakeholders. Operational ABM is works to enhance efficiency, lower cost, and asset utilization. It can increase the capacity of resources by reducing machine downtime, improving or eliminating entirely faulty activities and processes, and increasing the efficiency of the organizational resources. Strategy ABM explores various ways a company can create or sustain a competitive advantage in the marketplace. ABM attempts to alter the demand for activities to increase profitability and encompasses decisions about product design and development. There are 5 basic information output that designing and implementing ABM. First is relevant information about the cost of activities and business processes. Second is the cost of non-value added activities in order to identify activities that do not contribute to customer value. Third is activity-based performance measures. This to provide scorecards to report how well improvement effort of working. Next is accurate product or service cost information. This is for selecting the segment market where an organization competes. The last one is cost drivers. In order to identify factors that can use changes in the cost of an activity. ABC can become ABM when it is used to design the product and services that meet or exceed customers' expectations and can be produced and delivered at a profit. Other than that, it negotiates about price, product features, quality, delivery, and service with customers. Next Next is employ efficient and effective distribution and service processes to target market and customer segments. In conclusion, the successful implementation of ABC and ABM requires the following issues to be considered as top management commitment. It's for the senior managers to be fully conversant with the principle of ABM or ABC. Second is ABC or ABM implementation training by universities, researchers, and academics through workshops and seminars. The last one is analysis of critical activities and monitoring the process to ensure the result of implementation are rolled out into effective decision making.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Zari Sofia Azmi binti Rosli, metric number is 306767. Over the past 2 decades, ABC has become much more than just a costing tool. According to Peter Turney's study on the evolution of ABC, modern enterprise resources planning ERP system and dedicated software have made it much easier to implement ABC in complex organizations. This technological advancement allows for automated data collection, real-time analysis, and seamless integration with performance management system. As Turney 2008 notes, ABC is now a key input and value added to performance management system, powering scorecard, customer profitability analytics, and even sustainability modeling. Additionally, ABC has evolved to work alongside other approaches such as time-driven activity-based costing, TDABC, which further simplifies cost assignment by using time equations and reduce the complexity of traditional ABC models. Despite these advances, ABC is not universally adopted. The main challenges today are its complexity and the extensive data collection required to accurate results. As Turner's research highlight, many organizations find the cost and effort of implementing and maintaining ABC to be significant barriers, especially if their operations are not highly complex or overhead driven. However, in industry with high overhead costs and diverse products or services such as manufacturing, healthcare, and logistics, ABC remain extremely valuable. It provides critical insight into profitability, helps identify non-value added activities, and support better decision making. Turney analysis show that ABC greatest value is its ability to reveal hidden sources of profitability and drive strategic change, even though it requires a thoughtful approach of implementation. In summary, technology has made ABC more accessible and powerful than ever, but its selective use reflects the needs to balance benefits with the realities of complexity and cost. For organizations facing diverse operation and significant overhead, ABC, especially when supported by modern ERP system, remains the foundation for effective performance management and strategic cost control. Thank you.